Have you ever had a dream that you could and you could do anything? What's up, everybody? TrueShot Reacts back with, I'd say, this is another video technically, but this is the first of its kind. Adam and I are doing our very first ever full album reaction. And what a better way to kick off our getting into the album reaction groove than with the one, the only, the almighty, the Limp Bizkit of 2020, Emmure. Look at this shirt right here. I'm rocking the Emmure merch. If you guys have watched this channel for more than 10 seconds total, you'll know that I'm a huge Emmure fan. I've been dying to listen to this album. I'm pumped to get into it. So this is the way we're going to do this, just to kind of give you guys a format of how we're going to do this. Is our first ever album reaction, so bear with us. If you got any tips or any advice that you'd like for us to do in the future, let us know. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen track by track. At the end of each track, we're going to give some kind of quick thoughts on it. And then by the end, we'll talk a little bit more in total, maybe some of our favorite songs, yada yada, whatever. Also, I noticed some comments that people were excited that Adam and I were back together doing reactions, and here we are doing them remotely. But
yeah,
you know,
which sucks.
Which, hey, you want reactions, you got to get them one way or the other, and it is what it is, But
so the reason is because we're doing a little family vacation, and I say we, I mean my family, not Rich and I. So we're gonna be gone for a little while. So we have been going back and forth on a time to get this done because we want to do it and make sure stuff keeps going while I'm out of the office, shall I say.
Right. Well, without further ado, let's get into this. This is Emmure with their full album, Hindsight, 13 tracks, 31 minutes. Nice long record like some Tool. So
one Tool song's like 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so the first track here is Finally Understanding Nothing with the acronym FUN. So, Adam, if you're all set to go, give me the count and let's do it.
All right, 252, 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go.
All right, a little static. I want it to hit hard. Very hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Once again.
Ooh.
Always they have hated, they have doubted, they have given up on me. So I'm asking if you're out there, anyone.
I hear the turntable.
It's our time, it's our place. What we love is what we know. If you're still with me after all these years, we go. Once again. We're trying to get with the realness.
Ooh, yeah.
Talking shit, but you're checking out. Same old shit. Talking shit, but you're checking out. You go hard, but not like this. Wait. Once again.
I like that vocal, whatever the effect was on that.
Yeah, it's like a distortion on the vocal or something. Ooh, I like that reverse in.
I guess this song's gonna go seamlessly into the next one. Kind of how it's setting up anyway.
understanding nothing.
All right, so that was Finally Understanding Nothing by Emmure. Next up will be Trash Folder. All right, I'll just go real quick. Intro track. It's it's a hype kind of track from Emmure. They like to do that with their first track. They did on their last record as well. Kind of get you hyped up for it. Finally Understanding Nothing with the acronym of FUN. I think that's kind of interesting because it's like he's been in the game for a long, long time, about almost 20 years, and like he's just still doesn't understand anything, but it's supposed to the fun aspect. I just think that this is fun, but he's also not understanding anything about it because he has a lyric here, still talking about me after all these years. You're talking shit, but you're still checking out, that kind of thing. So to me, though, musically speaking, some cool effects on the vocals. Nothing crazy going on. Like I said, I think it was just a hype song to get people going. Turntables, I hear that. New metal influence in there. So, yeah, go ahead.
Not my favorite that I've heard, and I'm a recently turned Emmure enjoyer, should I say. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. Again, what you liked, I didn't really like as much. The turntable, rappy type stuff. I thought the riffs were sick. I thought the vocals quality was sick. Other than that, I think where it hit hard, I liked. Rappy stuff wasn't for me, so.
All right. So now we are going to get into Trash Folder by Emmure, the second song off the record. And I will say that the next three songs Adam and I have heard, which are Pig's Ear, Gypsy Disco, and I've Seen God. We'll still listen to them just to give the full album experience, but we have heard those ones as well as Uncontrollable Descent, which closes out the record. Anyways, though, this is Trash Folder. Adam, count us in. Let's do it.
All right. It's only 2:03, so this one's going to hit hard, I bet. All
We'll
right.
see.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
Little bends. Yes. Early Corn, man. That's like early Corn.
Okay. We're reading the lyrics while it's going.
Yeah, I am not.
Ooh.
Seems you tried your best with that pencil. Let this inside your head, you fucking bother. Why?
Woo!
That snare, their snare always sounds so.
Yeah. The cymbal work. Oh, you fucking poser.
So that was Trash Folder by Emmure. So to me, I read the lyrics, I look at the song name Trash Folder. What that makes me think is that the Trash Folder is obvious. It's metaphorical of all the bands that
have come and gone.
Have come and gone, but two kind of say, hey man, I heard your band. Like it's kind of like for us locally, a 6-set man, but then probably they say that later on that they don't really like you that much.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, a lot of those bands take influence from Emmure because Emmure's been around for a long time. They kind of have their own kind of sound that they always have had for a while, whether you hate it or you don't. So I think that's the Trash Folder there, is that, you have these bands that try to do the Emmure thing, but they just don't quite cut it because, as he says here, I make the wave, I set the stage, basically saying he's like, I'm the guy
He's starting
for this genre. I'm the one starting it.
trendsetter.
Right. So musically, I thought it was okay. I like a lot of the breakups in between some of like the vocals. The bends at the beginning were cool. I thought it was a pretty solid track, a nice little groovy track.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it definitely hit harder than the other one. I don't like the new metal as much as you do. I
Yeah.
think that's overall what turns me off to the sound. Overall, that I got a lot of really early Korn influence
Oh yeah.
out of
Well,
that.
yeah. I mean, from us talking to Frankie, I mean that's what he said though. I mean,
Oh yeah,
he wears his influences on his sleeve, and he's
yeah.
not afraid of that Limp Bizkit, Corn, that kind of
Well,
stuff.
dude, I
So-
heard Jonathan Davis in there. I mean, I don't know about you, but that kind
Oh
of
yeah.
whiny talking. I mean, that's signature him. You know? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Hey man, heard your band. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, all right. So let's move on to the next one. The next
All
one
right.
is Pig's Ear. We definitely have heard this one.
I remember liking this one. I don't think I went back and listened to it too many times. I definitely did a couple of times, but
Yeah, so we didn't do a reaction to this one because this one came out, I think, late last year. I want to say. I know it came out a while ago because this was kind of the first song that they had released since their last record. So definitely heard this song plenty of times. I love this song. This one hits hard. Adam, give us the count and let's check out Pig's
all
Ear.
right,
by-
211, baby. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
One thing we do know, Wolf, is this guy wasn't making a living.
I've
in
spent
music.
way
He had
more
a bunch
time
of
than I want to
really
admit to try to
jobs,
find
most
this
of
clip,
which
and I
he
can't
was
find it
fired from.
anywhere.
And as far as we can tell by tracking some of
It's
the
CNN, I
websites
know
and
that.
festivals,
Oh, it is?
his band really wasn't doing
Yeah, he's-
much
'cause-
appearances as of late.
Wolf Blitzer, you know.
See, I like that. That's sick. That's more deathcore-y. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. What is that effect? It's got to be some sort of distortion on the vocals, some gain distortion or something. Fuzz.
Yeah.
Maybe even some phaser. Did it say wolf?
Yeah, Wolf. Yeah.
Is that it?
It's winding down. About
Damn.
20 seconds. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I probably listen to that song daily, to be totally
So I have to
honest.
say, that's the Emmure that I enjoy. In your face, chugging, you know,
Heavy,
just
heavy,
like
heavy.
heavy, man. It's
Yeah.
like,
It loses the new metal kind of elements.
yeah, and it goes into like, hardcore, metalcore, deathcore, mix.
I gotcha.
For me, I mean, I prefer that.
Yeah. Yeah,
know.
no, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd say for me so far out of the three songs, which are Finally Understanding Nothing, Trash Folder, and Pig's Ear, I would rank them in the descending order. I'd say Pig's Ear so far from these three is my favorite, followed by Trash Folder, followed by the intro track. But next,
Wait, give me a second. I gotta reframe this.
yeah, I was gonna say that. So what I was gonna say is I love that song. Hits hard. I love like the news clip at the beginning. I love the siren kind of filling out the background, adding a nice layer there. But anyways, next up we got Gypsy Disco, which was shot by our friend, I guess we could call him now, Eric DiCarlo, who just shot our music video.
Dude,
for our
that
song.
guy is a stud.
Yeah, I mean this guy was awesome. Talk to him a little bit about this video too.
Yeah. What'd you get on this? What's the skinny on it?
So when I talked to him about the video, I had mentioned because so he has like a warehouse space that he has in New Jersey. This is where this was shot, and he said that he got asked to do this video with not a lot of time to prepare for it, and they needed all these TVs. So he was talking about how he was going on Facebook Marketplace and all this other stuff to find these TVs to have for this video. So Eric would be a good guy to have on the podcast sometime.
We really should have him on the podcast.
He'd have a lot of excellent.
He's a sharp dude too. He's
yeah, dude, he's a guy I respect because not only does he get in there and work immediately, but he has a vision and he takes you along for that ride. And he's kind of like that. He's kind of like that. You know, if I give him an idea, he's kind of like that guy. He's like, that's a good idea, but what if we did this? And I'm just like, you know what? I like that.
Yeah.
Which is how we operate musically, I'd say. But anyway, let's get into it. This is Emmure, Gypsy Disco. If your window's all framed, Adam, I'm ready to go when you are.
I'm good, man. So I love these songs. 154, baby.
Yeah.
Let it freaking rock. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
We do have a reaction for this on the channel, too.
I'm living out of a bag, I'm sleeping out in the streets. I am a hobo, I'm a bum, just look what happened to me. I always cared.
It's about as new metal-y as I get right here.
A fucking future in this life I chose. Those streets, fucking with it's just a legal facade. And so I sit and think about how well the shit went wrong in my life. I lament every choice, every breath, every step that I took into a legacy of fucking regret.
1.
Son, kill me now. My purpose lost, kill me now. My mission, son, kill me now. My purpose lost, kill me now. My mission, son, kill me now. My purpose lost, kill me now. My mission, son, kill me now. My purpose lost, kill me now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, that is just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so sludgy, but it flows.
On and on and on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, don't do it.
I remember in your reaction, going, it's so heavy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Accelerate into the next life and still leave my blood here to be the blood of rock and roll and still be here until I'll never go.
You know who that is in the samples?
No.
That's G.G. Allen.
Dude, he is,
Nuts.
yeah, I mean, I've seen some stuff on him,
I think he took a crap on stage once or something like
wiped
that.
it all over himself. He used to do a lot of his sets naked. He'd piss all over the place. He'd shit all over the place. I mean, like, it doesn't get more underground and
No,
like,
absolutely not.
out there. Let's just say out there.
Yeah,
Not something that appeals to me, but I think the shock and awe of it.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on this, but I want to say he tried to penetrate his guitarist while playing a set. If I remember correct, I could be completely wrong. I could be making shit up, but I want to say like something similar to that.
Really?
Yeah, there was some stuff around that. Yeah, dude, some crazy shit.
That's crazy.
I digress. Let's get back to
right.
the Emmure. I've seen God.
Yeah, so this is I've Seen God. We did a reaction to this one as well. I just want to provide a quote here from Frankie. He did an interview recently with Wall of Sound, which is an Australian outfit. They talked about this song in particular. He says here it wasn't a diss because a lot of people thought it was a diss track.
Yep.
Which,
that was pretty funny reading the comments and stuff.
Yeah, right. So he says it wasn't a diss. It was more of a tip of the hat in terms of how I recognize my peers. If you read the lyrics, the last line is you can be next. You can be the one, but you'll never be me, so you'll never be God. And then he also goes on and he says this is obviously a very hyperbolic way of saying I'm the best out of all of you. All the bands I mentioned, and there are great bands, and it all came about when I was in all these European festivals. I saw these names on the floor, and I was just like, it would be cool if I could write a rap using all these band names, and that's how it started. So, it's just for fun. It was just a fun track. Well, we've done a reaction to this one too, so let's not waste any more time.
All right, man.
So let's watch it. I've Seen God. Count us in.
Pretty sure I like this one too. So 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the one with like that distorted. You'll see. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't, I don't want to give it away. For anybody who hasn't heard it yet.
Yeah, everybody's just waiting for us to react to the whole thing, dude. Nobody's listened to it yet. Oh yeah, yep.
Here we go. Ready, Adam? We're at a rap show right now.
Say you stick to your guns, but you stray from the path. Not a killer like a tiller when you feel my fucking wrath. Look at teeth getting knocked loose when I get nasty. Murder that all when I'm stepping on the track. See, nails in the coffin, ice in my vein. Pass me the crown so fit for a king. See, you can be next, yeah, you can be the one, but you'll never be me, so you'll never be gone.
I love those highs, dude.
Yeah. This vocal thing here. Right. Yeah, so that was I've Seen God. Now, it's so funny because the more I think about it, I know that we did a long video on that, but the more I think about when I hear I've Seen God and hearing, reading his quote, I think the title is really meant for like I'm not saying this actually happened, but for Ryan Kirby from Fit for a King, he sees Frankie, he sees Emmure, and he's like, "Oh my God, I've seen God," because basically, I've seen God, but he uses "seen" because the scene or whatever.
Yes.
But we did a full reaction to that. I thought it was a pretty cool track, different. I've never heard anything like that in a Emmure song, because considering that they've done quite a little bit of everything in terms of the new metal sphere, that kind of like that obvious I don't know what kind of plugin you would use to get the vocal to sound like that. I don't know if you would just drop the
it's probably just a drop. Yeah, it's just a voice modulator. It drops it down.
Yeah.
Pitch shifter.
So all right. Well, let's go.
Persona Non Grata.
There was 3 songs in a row that we've heard already, but now we got a bunch that we haven't. So
Yes.
Persona Non Grata, which kind of means like an unwelcome person. So I definitely say that would make sense for Frankie quite a bit, especially if you read the metal blogs and whatnot. He is pretty unwelcome. So let's get into the song. I'm interested to hear this. Give us a counting.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't care about anyone. I don't care about anything.
Wicked corn right there.
You
Influence.
Could ever do. Just stay the fuck away from me. I am a dead prospect. Not a loner, just a scumbag. I cannot run when I walk in. There's my blood in your coffin. Bad boy for life. Bad boy for life. Bad boy for life. Crack, that's some gay shit. Bad boy for life. Bad boy for life. Bad boy for life. Crack, that's some gay shit. The old me is back again. losing hope, I'm losing all my friends. And everybody says the same thing. Stay the fuck away from me!
It's like a boy band song, heavy.
Okay, so that was Persona Non Grata. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. That was probably my least favorite so far.
Yep, I agree. Totally agree.
To me, personally, it's too much of the other, like the filler, static kind of stuff.
To me, that felt like a very, like, it's track 6 out of 13.
It's like an interlude track.
Interlude.
Yeah, I guess, and maybe it is. To me,
Yeah.
I would have thought I would have seen it a couple songs back, but maybe it just fits the flow of the song. So
Yeah, if you saw me on camera looking to my left, I would try to make a quick note of like how I'm ranking the songs personally for me in order, and for me that one is at the bottom right now.
Yeah, I am not ranking them, but no,
that's fine.
I'm giving the viewers. I will tell you which ones I like and which ones I do not like.
Yeah, no. So I'm looking forward to this one. I've heard that this one's pretty good.
Thundermouth.
I've heard that this one's a pretty heavy one. So hopefully what I read online is true. Thundermouth.
So,
I don't know.
Give me some insight on the song name before you
I don't have any insight on this one, man. I did.
Do you think there's some sexual innuendos here, if that's the right word? Some suggestions?
I don't know. I'll look at the lyrics while we're doing it. I mean, obviously, there's really not a lot of lyrics in some of these songs, but this one's 2:55.
This is like listening to a 10-minute Nightwish song for Emmure.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, nothing will ever be like that. But okay, 2:55 for Emmure. Okay, Thundermouth. Yeah, count us in, man. I'm
all right, man. 3, 2, 1, go. Little 8-bit drums. Ooh. Listen to those cymbals. I wonder if they're pitch shifted. Ooh! Ooh! What the hell was that?
Very Korn.
Dude, super.
I mean, even these noises are super Korn.
Yeah. He's paying homage.
Oh yeah.
What is he saying there, Rich? Do you have
I don't
the
think
lyrics?
he's saying. I don't think he's saying
I'm
anything.
just kidding. I'm just freaking kidding.
All right, so that was Thundermouth by Emmure. I thought it was pretty cool. Man, it's okay. So this is getting interesting. So so far the songs that I had heard prior to the record are my favorites.
Me
still.
too. I would agree with you. Those 3 are bangers.
Yeah. Well, 4 total came out. It was Pig's Ear, Gypsy Disco, I've Seen God, and Uncontrollable Descent.
Yeah, so Uncontrollable Descent, we didn't do a reaction video for, though.
We did.
Oh, yeah, we did. Okay.
Yeah, we did. We did. It closes out this album.
Yep.
I
remember that now.
That one was okay. I did like the corn stuff at the end. I thought that was
I thought it was
cool.
too corny.
Not,
and I don't mean that in the literal
corny,
sense.
Corny with a K.
Corny with a K and a backwards R.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe even a backwards Y. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Can you have a backwards Y?
If it's lowercase.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you can.
You can if it's uppercase. I was gonna see if you got that. But anyways, I thought like it could have been, to me, if he was paying homage to Mr. Jonathan Davis, spot on. I mean, because he didn't really make it his own, but I thought it was good. It fit in the song. Yeah,
I didn't mind it. It's not the worst one so far that I've heard. I'd say it's probably. Honestly though, I'd probably say that it's I don't know. It's
my second least favorite so far.
I was gonna say it's either my second or third least favorite. But let's get into this one. This was Pan's Dream.
Pan's Dream.
So Pan is a character from, assuming this is who the reference is. Pan is because I know Frankie's very into anime. So Pan is a character from the anime show Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I believe in the show, it's Goku's granddaughter, I want to say.
How do you know this shit?
Well, I watched Dragon Ball Z growing up.
Oh, yeah. It was big. I never got into it.
Yeah, so...
I was too busy playing my guitar.
Yeah. So I'm interested
sucking at it then, too.
I'm trying to figure out lyrically and the song name, like how they kind of... Because he always has really interesting titles, and I that's how I spend some of my time, so... But... Anyways, Pan's Dream 312. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, this might be the title track in terms of length.
Oh,
nope, 338 is the next one. So.
Oh boy. Okay. Whoa. All right. Buckle up, guys.
Woo, it's gonna be a long drive.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Here we go.
Pan's Dream. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, starting off heavy. I like that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like it. How long's it gonna go?
Oh, okay. I like that. That back layer.
Yeah, the panning echoes. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
They used that? Wow.
Little sample action.
That's Dragon Ball Z. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. Reminds me of it though. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but all right, Pan's Dream.
Yeah, man. I was expecting a little bit more out of this album.
So far, you're not too thrilled, or
I guess it would. This is not what I expected. I don't want to say.
Yeah, it's very.
I mean, there was just like 30-something seconds of sample at the end of there. I mean, like.
It's very different from the, I don't want to say the status quo Emmure, but you know, when you think of Emmure, you think just down-tuned, heavy.
Yeah, riffage, you know, some, you know.
To me, this is like it's heavy, but it's like dark heavy, if you know what I mean. Like, just like it's very eerie, kind of like.
Yeah, it's not the normal stuff that I'm used to.
Yeah, that was funny. They used that sample there in the middle. It was. Have you seen that meme of that little kid who he goes like, "Have you ever had a dream that you could and you could do anything?" Have you ever seen that meme before? No, it's like a little kid who's like all tripped up on his words. Number one, obviously that meme sample there uses the word dream in there, so Pan's Dream. But also, if you think about it, maybe it's kind of it's obviously funny to have it in there because it's like very unexpected, but it could also be, obviously the kid in the sample is like tongue-tied, right? He can't really speak. Yeah. So maybe that's like symbolic of Frankie feeling like everything he says is like very misunderstood. Maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Could be good interpretation.
It could be, you know, it's a silly sample, so people will probably say like, oh, you know, it's just a silly thing, but you never know. But I thought it was the beginning of that song was really cool.
I really liked the first minute and a half-ish.
Yeah. But like you said, like the 30 seconds of the sample, like the fading out kind of thing is very odd.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to do a lot of that.
Yeah. So this next song we have is 203 by Emmure. And now, do you want me to tell you a little bit about this title?
Go for
it. I know you like it when I tell you about the title.
Listen, this is your band.
So 203. So 203 is 3 digits. Now, when you think of 3-digit groupings in everyday life, what do you think of?
187.
Well, no. I mean, like you think of like like a social security number is 9 digits. What is something in everyday life
zip
that
code.
Is 3?
Or area code.
Area code.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So
203 is in Maine, isn't it?
No, 203. That's 207 in Maine.
207. Okay.
203 is the area code for New Fairfield, Connecticut, where Emmure was started.
So that's what I assumed,
Yeah.
but for some reason I thought Maine was 203, but you are right, it's 207.
Yeah, and I'll talk about the lyrics. Actually, I did a quick peek at them. They're very short. Actually, I'll just go through it right now. It's very, very short. So he says, "What does it mean? It's everywhere I go and everything I see. I am looking for the reason why it always follows me. 203. What does it mean? It's everywhere I go. It's everywhere I see. If it be a higher power, I surrender unto thee. I am yours." So to me, I read that it follows him around everywhere because everybody talks about how the band deserted him. They all left him. Everybody talks about that no matter where. Every interview it comes up. It follows him around. Like the former Emmure, the 203, the New Fairfield, Connecticut Emmure. Like that just keeps following him around everywhere that he goes. So to me, that's what it means. Could be totally wrong, but that's the interpretation I get. Either way, this is 337. Oh, boy. Wow.
Oh, man, we're in for a marathon here.
I know. But let's get into it, man. 203 by Emmure. Let's do it. Get us count.
3, 2, 1, go. That's interesting.
It's like a clock.
Metronome.
Oh, yeah.
A little acapella.
This is like a horror movie.
What does it mean? It's everywhere I go, in everything I see. I am looking for the reasons why it always follows me. 203. What does it mean? It's everywhere I go, in everything I see. If it be a higher power, I surrender unto thee. 203.
Very creepy song.
This is strange, man.
For the reasons why it always follows me. 203. What does it mean? It's everywhere I go, in everything I see. If it be a higher power, I surrender unto thee. 203.
See that synth in the back?
Might be a guitar.
Think so? Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like octave chords.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, another song with like a ton of outro. I mean, we're talking a good like 20 seconds.
All right, so Emmure 203. So when I saw the lyrics, obviously there's not many lyrics. I saw the song length of 3:37. Obviously, I assumed they were going to repeat it. This is like just very weird stuff.
To me, it's an artistic expression album. Like he's getting some stuff out lyrically.
Yeah, he's getting some stuff out lyrically, emotionally, because he had said before this record this was going to be like the darkest stuff he's ever put out, and to me, I get that vibe. It's very like, it's like if you were to walk by like the physical manifestation of this album, you'd be like, oh, what the hell? I'm going to get away from that. You'd be like, it's just very.
I
strange.
get that. I get that.
It's almost like one of these albums so far that it's hard to like really like rate it out of a 1 to 10. It's just super weird.
So it's funny you say that because I was thinking about that. If I was to give this, because that's what a lot of
the typical review
rating, right? Review. And I'm like, what would I give this? So like,
it's hard to even know. It's
like assuming hey, I'll give a point for each song I enjoy, right? I mean, right now I'd have to say it's not doing so hot, from a rating scale.
Right.
But there's something different about the way that the songs are put together.
Yeah, it's just super strange. But we'll talk more.
Yeah.
We got a few more tracks. We got 4 tracks to go. Next one is Informal
Butterflies.
That's a very interesting track name.
Come on, drop the skinny on this one.
Well, I don't really have anything.
Drop some knowledge on the peoples.
All I can really do is look at this title, Informal you get you meet a, if you meet somebody, they give you butterflies, Informal butterflies though. Like I don't know how to really describe that. I mean, that's just very odd.
You might after you hear the song.
Yeah, I guess so. Informal butterfly. I mean, that's just it's weird. Okay. Anyways, this is 158, so count us in.
3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, starting off with some synth.
Here's some like auto-tuned rap.
It's almost like the
This is a cool track.
Yeah, I like this. What the hell was that? It's like Lizard Man. Dude. I feel like I'm walking, like Trolls is in the background.
That sounds like a T-Pain, like auto-tune,
like
weird. All right, so
again, man, like
Informal Butterflies by Emmure.
So
I think the purpose of that, and I could be wrong, is kind of to let the listener like settle into like because there's some parts where I'm just kind of like struck where I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, so maybe that's just to like let it sink in with the listener, maybe. But I mean, listen to these lyrics. I mean, this is like, I hope he's okay. I mean, serious. I mean, like, these lyrics. So again, another short bit, but it's all in my head. I know it isn't real, but I can't help it. Bullet in my temple will fix all my problems, cure my illness. You are all so perfect. I wish I was like you, but I'm worthless. Follow me, I'll take you under, cripple you of joy and slumber, wake me up, I'm dead, end me, and the nightmare's over. I mean, that's some like
That's heavy.
that's
like
like
lyrically heavy.
yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I gotta say that's probably one of my favorite tracks on the record so far.
I would say it's definitely in the top 3 for me.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm having so right now my top three, without an order, is Pig's Ear, Gypsy Disco, and this one.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm
So
with you 100% on that one.
Well, because it's weird, right? Because it's like you have those songs which are like I don't want to say like a typical kind of metal song, but
Yeah.
like, they have like the heaviness to them, the aggression, whatever. But then you have like all these other songs which are like super like just weird. Like
Each one of like the last 3 or 4 songs has had that synth outro.
yeah,
Good 15 to 20
like
seconds.
like I said, that could be like a way to let the listener digest what they're listening to.
What just happened to me? I don't know.
Right,
Let me give you some synth to
exactly.
digest it over.
Exactly.
You
So
know? It's
I
like
don't
getting
know.
a sip of water when you get out of the pit.
Right. Exactly. So the next one is Action 52. Now, Adam, you might know something about this title. Action 52 is the name of a video game. I think it was on was it on Super Nintendo or one of those? Well, I can't remember the console.
So that was
it
the
on.
one system I never had.
I
I didn't
can't-
have
I'm gonna
Super
do a-
Nintendo.
I'm gonna do a quick search because I remember like it gets like said that it's like the worst game ever. Like it's like that's the kind of like the joke for. So it was
Interesting.
yeah. So it was for NES. Okay.
Okay, so Nintendo. So I
Yeah.
that's I started on Atari.
Yeah, in Sega Genesis. So Action
Okay.
52, the worst game ever. Maybe this is you kind of the symbolic of probably feels like the worst person. I don't know, but this is 143, so it's even less than the last
Jeez.
song.
So it's probably only 1/30 of like actual song.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
So Action 52. Let's get into this.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I did it all for the nookie. Ooh. Oh, that's cool.
You hear the detuned voice in the back?
Monkey do welcome to People Zoo. Yeah, I can see that live being like a nice crowd interaction moment.
Will you let yourself be the land to the slaughter of this world?
Okay.
Damn.
All right, short, sweet, to the point. Monkey see, monkey do. Welcome to the People's Zoo. I like that. I like that song too. Short, sweet, to the point. No fade out like we had.
Yeah,
thought
anticipated, right? We anticipated that, yeah.
Right. So, but I was surprised at the lyrical content of that one, only because, again, it's really short, so I'll just read it real quick. You seem to know everything about the obstacles of emptiness and suffering, but when it all falls, comes down uh, comes down on you all one day. All the virtues that you claim to possess won't mean a thing. Monkey see, monkey do. Welcome to the people zoo. Act the same, walk the same, talk the same, F the same. All too human, the shrines that you claim to love, they crumble in shadows and rape you of the person that you thought you once were. Will you let yourself be the lamb to the slaughter of this world?
So that's basically saying if you're, I take out of that like individualism, right?
Exactly.
You know, the sheeple comment, right?
Yeah.
You just kind of blindly following the herd.
Right. So maybe he feels like, you know, it's kind of like basically like the people who try to have that individualism that maybe society looks at them like the Action 52 of society.
Ooh, so you're turning
You
it
know?
around.
Yeah, well, so that's the name of the song, Action 52, and I mean it's. I know that game is known to be like one of the worst games ever. I don't know why I've never played it, but I know that's kind of like the
You should get a
acclaim that it
simulator
gets.
and play it.
Exactly. But this next one, dude. But I will say I did like that song. How did you feel about it?
Definitely in my top 5.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'd agree. I'd agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. But this next song is 118, dude.
All right.
Wow, Bastard Ritual. I don't really have any context on this one other than, bastard is somebody who's born out of wedlock, and a ritual is something.
I'd have to say that's probably more the norm these days than not.
Absolutely. I'm a product of that, and I have a product, of that. Bastard
man.
Ritual. So maybe it's like I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's get into this one. 118. I hope this song is just insanity. I hope this is just a crazy heavy song.
Yeah.
But we'll see. 118. Count us in, man.
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Stranger Things?
That's what I was thinking as well.
Dude, these songs are so weird.
They definitely are.
So weird. Like just like overall like tone. Like it's just so weird. Like this is definitely, as Derek would call it, art.
Yeah,
Like that one, that there was like literally, how like people say like like screaming, rapping kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was literally that. I mean, there was
Yeah.
hardly any instrumental going on.
it was a little slow for me. I don't know. Like the last song picked it up a bit, and then they brought it too far down the other way for me from a flow perspective.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, lyrically, some more dark stuff here. All of my fathers are dead. The ones alive do not care. Maybe that's talking. I don't know if that's talking like spiritually, like God wise.
Could be.
Because like there's obviously different gods for each religion. So maybe he's saying that they're all dead in his mind, and the ones that are alive, they just don't care about him. It seems what I have become is something less than a man, and in the end, they were right. I've gone and wasted my life, and now my goal is to slowly die in a ditch, to be a grave left unkept, a corpse unmourned and unwept. Under the earth, I will be alone, disgraced and deceased. You'll never say R.I.P. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's some like brutally heavy shit.
Like I'm dead serious when I say this too. Like I don't know if Frankie will ever watch this or whatnot, but obviously we had him on the podcast. He was a nice. I really hope he doesn't feel this way about himself. because I mean,
Maybe
like,
he did at one point, and he's really trying to communicate it out so that people know they're not alone.
I hope so. I mean, I hope this isn't currently how he feels because, I mean, you heard in Gypsy Disco, he talks about all these streams are just an ego facade, and then now maybe he's thinking, um, he's spent his whole life like chasing after this dream, and like, what does it really got him, now his only goal that he has left because. The music isn't doing it for him or whatever. Like it's not as fulfilling as he thought or whatever. And now just wants to die in a ditch and be not cared about in the afterlife, a grave left unkept. So, Jesus, man, like it's just like
It's crazy.
yeah. So now we close out the album with a song we've already heard, but this is Uncontrollable Descent. Um, yeah. So
All
I'm
right,
ready
man.
when you are, man.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I remember liking this one.
Yeah.
Still new metal-y.
Yeah.
Look at how many strings are on that, Rich.
No, I love it. So the next one. Oh, the strings.
I know, right? It's like he's playing a freaking surfboard or a fretboard. A sucker for synth. Kind of end it the same way they started.
Hindsight.
Yeah. All right, so it was Uncontrollable Descent, yeah, and I think, kind of like that ending with the keys, it's very reminds you of like a funeral of some
Somber.
kind
It's a
or
somber moment.
Right, exactly. So all right, well, we have gone through the entire record, Hindsight by Emmure. I guess my overarching thoughts are this. I'd say my top 3 songs from the record are starting at number 3, Gypsy Disco. Number 2, Informal Butterflies. And number 1 is Pig's Ear. I love the aggressive nature of Emmure. That's kind of what really draws me to them, and Pig's Ear really brings that out. So that's why they're my number. That's why that's my number 1.
I would agree with those top 3 songs.
Those top 3, yeah. Man, it's tough. When I saw, obviously, I saw some reviews for this. I just, this is, this is not a cop out at all because I'm not trying to, if this was a traditional, because it obviously is a record, but my thing is, man, is that there's something about it where I feel very odd, like giving this a rating, only because when you read the lyrical content, this is not an ordinary, let's get in the studio, write a record kind of album. This is I don't want to be like overly like
Analytical.
yeah, but I hope it's not like a cry for help kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like you said previously, it's very artistic in a
Yeah,
way
it
that
is, definitely.
it goes outside of like the deathcore, metalcore like sphere, and it's more again, it's an Emmure sound. It has some new metal-y influences. It has the
Yeah.
deathcore, new metalcore influences. It has all that, but then there's like some of those tracks where like there's really not like a genre for it. It's just kind of
No,
like
I can. To me, if you ask me what does this album sound like, I would say if Korn and metalcore, hardcore, and deathcore had a baby.
yeah, no, for
There
sure.
was a ton. There was a ton of
Yeah,
Korn influence, like late '90s, early 2000s Korn influence, and just the way the lyrics were presented and stuff like that.
it definitely had a very like a lot of a lot of the tracks had that very like deathcore, Corn, Limp Bizkit vibe.
For sure. Only
uh,
really that one song had, the turntables. What is it? The first
the
song had it.
very first track,
So
which is kind
I
of like a
wouldn't.
hype track.
Yeah, and I wouldn't necessarily classify that as Limp Bizkit-y as a formal influence, just because
Right.
it didn't pop up multiple times. But um, I would definitely say that Korn, even from a riffage standpoint,
Yeah,
there was
for
definitely
sure.
some influence there. And I wonder if I wonder how they got to from a musicality standpoint, how they got to where they got. Was it Frankie saying, "Hey, this is what I want to write," or this is what I want it to sound like, or did Josh come in and just say, "Hey, man, here's a whole bunch of ideas,"
Yeah, so my understanding is that I think Josh had a lot more kind of input in terms of the music with it.
Yep.
But man, every lyric on this album is like super somber, depressing, sad. Um, outside of you have I've Seen God, which is kind of weird. It's almost like it's like the black sheep of the album because it's like so far removed from the mood of the rest of the songs. Because like, that song is really just like a fun play on words kind of rap song, whereas the rest of the songs are like, I'm gonna die in a ditch, a grave unkept. It's just like
Yeah, it's definitely different.
yeah, it's
Definitely
different. So, what about you though, man? I know that you don't have that attachment like I have to this band.
I don't
Uh,
know. From a personal standpoint,
how about let's do this.
Okay.
From this record, you have a playlist. What songs would you add to the playlist?
Pig's Ear, the Butterfly track. Again, I don't fucking remember. all the words.
Informal Butterflies.
Informal Butterflies. Oh, it's right here in front of me. And I definitely think Gypsy Disco. I think those are the top tracks for me.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I don't think this was what I expected. I expected
Yeah.
more of a heavy hitting, I don't want to say technical, but definitely more chug riffs,
Yeah.
and it was a little bit too synthy overall as the driver for me.
Right.
But I think that obviously that as an artists as they build this, they go. People build music for a specific reason, to go with the lyrics, to go with the theme, to
Yeah.
it's an emotional response. So for me to say it's good or bad, I won't do that. But for me personally, I was expecting something more along the lines of
Traditional
Pig's Ear,
Emmure, yeah.
Pig's Ear, Gypsy Disco.
Right.
I would have liked to see more of that, but I'm fine with obviously what it was.
I think. Well, I mean, this is their 8th album, which is insane.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, you got Goodbye to the Gals, Respect Issue, Felony, Slave to the Slave to the Game. You got Speaker of the Dead. What else we got?
Keep going.
Eternal Enemies, Look at Yourself, and now Hindsight. So they've been around for a long time, man. And this is a guy who's been kind of in the spotlight, so to speak, since he was very young.
Yep.
He never really had like a traditional kind of, coming of age, so to speak.
Yeah, upbringing.
Yeah. So you turn 18, you go to college, you graduate from college, you get a job, blah 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 blah. He didn't have that. He was very under the microscope, especially since Emmure was so different. I mean, especially back then. And like I said though, man, I really hope that this overall isn't like a cry for help. I really hope that this is lyrically from a past version of himself. I hope it's not a current state for Frankie, because there's a lot of really unnerving lyrics that you got to be in some kind of. People will say it's very simplistic, and that's fine, but to even put that down, I mean, think about it, right? This guy not only wrote it down, but he went to a studio, tracked this, put it on a record for a record label to release. I mean, you got to feel very strongly about that. So, overall, though, very strange record, very eerie, very personal expression. But like I said, my top 3 songs are Pig's Ear, Informal Butterflies, and Gypsy Disco.
Yep.
Do you got anything else to add, man, before we head out of here?
I don't, man. I do not.
All right, well, guys, thanks for sticking around for the full album reaction of Hindsight by Emmure. Kind of a somber first album reaction, but
yeah. Well, to be fair, our first one was supposed to be Currents, but I couldn't wait.
Couldn't wait, right? Exactly. So, but
sorry,
we'll do the next one. I think the next one that we'll do is we'll talk, but I think it'll be Make Them Suffer if we can wait. But
yeah.
But anyways, guys,
cool.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure if you're out of here, you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I release new videos here on the channel. Also, like the video as well. Comment down below. Tell us your thoughts on this record, Hindsight by Emmure. Also, follow us on all of our social media platforms at TrueShot Band. And also, make sure you head over to Spotify, Apple Music. Check out our music. We're a band called TrueShot. And until the next album reaction, next reaction video, we'll see you later.
Peace.
Maybe I meant you.